Kids, don't do drugs.
And stay away from the South.
And crocodilators.
Crocodilators.
I say it's a crocodile, but it looked like an alligator to me.
Yeah. It wasn't that big.
It wasn't that big.
As big as he could.
If you don't know what we're referencing, we watched Eaten Alive. Toby Hooper's Eaten Alive today. And I'm wearing my hockey jersey because it makes me feel comfortable after watching something that was so insane. It made me feel kind of dirty.
This was right up there. It was as bizarre and creepy as Santa Sangre, but
it's
less artsy. Yeah,
it's not avant-garde.
Like it was just out there and creepy because it was just a messed up movie.
It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
This is definitely Texas Chainsaw Toby Hooper and not Poltergeist Toby Hooper.
Yes. I'm less annoyed that I purchased this movie than I was.
Don't take anything that I'm about to say as like negative against it. It is what it is. This movie is what it is. And
it's in no way the worst movie we've watched this year.
Oh, hell no. No, not close. But that being said, it's
also not the best.
No, it's not the best. It's a weird movie, and it's intentional. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's intentional.
Yeah.
Like I said, it has the same kind of just gritty craziness that Texas Chainsaw does. But not as good or classic a film. Yeah. I really don't know the backstory to this movie. A lot of people say it's his lost horror movie. I don't know why.
Yeah, probably just because nobody's
seen it.
Nobody sees it. I'd never heard of it until I came across the DVD. The only reason I wonder is because the print that's on the DVD is a little. I mean, it might just be a bad DVD because the ratio was all jacked up. It was like this really tall, really soft. Really it was still widescreen, but then it was like within.
Yeah, it was letterboxed even within the letterbox. Yeah. It was kind of weird. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Like I said, it could just be a bad transfer. But that kind of made me think, it's like, was this never released, or they print this and never. This is like the only time it showed up, or what? But if you know the backstory, let me know. 'Cause I don't feel like looking it up, frankly. Early appearance from Robert Englund in this movie as Buck.
As Buck, who's ready to.
You know what?
Yeah.
Which that's just getting a favorite scene right there. That's
mine. The opening,
pretty ridiculous.
Just like zoomed in on a belt buckle, and then he just starts undoing it, and then he's just like, "My name's Buck, and I'm ready to." I'm not going to say it, but
which is kind of funny. I mean, as soon as you said that, I was like, "Oh, so that's where Tarantino got that line for Kill Bill," which would make sense because that's what Tarantino does.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough to pick a favorite scene.
I was gonna actually. Most of the stuff with Robert Englund, it just I don't know. It was really cool to see him do something other than Freddy Krueger or like a cameo.
Yeah,
where it's just kind of like playing like the creepy
976 Evil.
Right. So like that was okay, and it was just I don't know. It was kind of you could tell he was having fun playing the character. The character was really out there.
This had to be like one of his first roles.
It says on the DVD it's like one of his first roles. I don't know if it is but it. First, I would say within his first three.
You can see why he became a horror staple, or why someone like Wes Craven would pick him up to be Freddy Krueger, because he stands out as far as that acting goes in this movie. Everyone else is kind of like, you know what? The main crazy guy did a pretty good crazy guy. Actually, I don't know who that is. I'm pretty sure they just found a real crazy guy in the streets and threw him in the movie. Because he was a lunatic, man. That was probably. I mean, that's why I can't call this a bad movie, because I think it was effective. I mean, as far as what they set out to do, I would call it effective because they just want to make you feel uneasy and just kind of bewildered by just the lunacy going. Everyone's a lunatic in this movie, except for maybe that one girl who was looking for her sister.
Yeah.
But everyone's kind of just really askew and off kilter. And that's kind of that's one of Tobe Hooper's things, I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of off, unless he's working with Spielberg on something. But it's also kind of weird how this movie kind of connects. We have an unofficial theme of 31 Days going this year with the Nightmare on Elm Street connections.
Yeah.
You have Robert Englund, Wes Craven movies abound. People on the Stairs, New Nightmare, 976 Evil, directed by Robert Englund. It's kind of didn't intend this movie alive. So they didn't really plan it that way. It just kind of happened.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. No, we're not that good. But I think it also shows you. I'm just gonna babble on because I don't feel good today. And when I'm sick, I just have.
You don't feel well?
I don't feel good, Brad.
Your fingers aren't working?
No.
We're good students in English.
But I think the reason why all these things are kind of collapsing upon themselves is because these people are staples of this era of horror, and it's just natural that he gets a lot of these weird Kevin Bacon separation stuff going on. Not much to say about this movie.
Check it out.
Check it out. Yes. Yeah, if you like the type of horror that Texas Chainsaw has to offer, you might dig this. You might dig this movie a lot. But it's not my favorite by any means. But it's definitely weird. It's definitely it's like a midnight movie.
Yeah,
it's something that you put on just when you're not lucid. Like I said, don't do drugs. What's next? What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Cronos.
So now we're connecting into
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, Guillermo del first movie?
His first movie.
All right. Cronos.
And it is a good...
You've seen it. I haven't seen it.
Good piece of filmmaking. It's been a while. Probably 7 or 8 years since I've seen it. But
I've been meaning to see it, for a long time.
Got some Ron Perlman action going.
So, Ron Perlman?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've been meaning to see this for a long time, and for whatever reason I haven't, and this is as good an excuse as any to watch it finally.
Absolutely.
So we'll watch Cronos tomorrow. Streaming on Netflix, so you can watch it there.
And Hulu Plus.
There too. But don't pay for that.
But watch it on Netflix.
See you later.